How you guys doing? This is a screencast of me explaining to you guys how I did my spreadsheet for my work. On the far left, I have all my names, and I made it bold just by going up and hitting the B right here in the font area. I changed the color of my rows just by hitting whatever row. Like for this one is row 1, and I go to format and see it's like the bad or whatever for the color red. I hit it and it became red. For row N or column N, I just went and under format hit good. And for my class average, I just hit neutral. For my formulas, I just put all my numbers, like all my grades and stuff, next to each other out of the total possible points. Well, I'm gonna just start with the total possible points. And so I have my total points period column right here, and my formula for that was just sum equals sum parentheses cell B3 to J3, and all it did was add all these numbers up and just give me this number 540. And so basically all I did was add everybody's points up and bring it over here, and it's the same thing, sum B5 to J5. Now for class average, it's a little different. What you'll usually do is highlight all the cells that you want to include, and you want to go to this up here, this little icon, hit the drop down, and it's gonna have some average, count numbers, max, minimum, and then they have more functions if you want to get a little bit more complex. But just to keep it simple, I just clicked average, and then it gave me this bottom number, and I did that for everybody's grades for everything from arm, muscle group, homework, all the way to the end. And I mean, that's basically all I did. And for the percentages, for the student averages, what I did was I did equal, and I did their total possible points, which is in the K column. And like for instance, AJ Harris, he has 510 out of a possible 540, and that's a 94%. But what I did was I divided his number in K5 by the total amount of points, 540, and it gave me a decimal. Initially it was 0.94999, and once I got that decimal, I went up and I clicked the percentage. Here it is, right here, right next to the number, and I clicked the percentage, and it changed all my decimals to percentages. And after that, everything else was just a breeze. And the graph, I really honestly don't know how I did the graph. It was really, really hard, and it took a lot to play with, and I did it on a PC and not on a Mac, but I have to use my Mac to do the screencast. So I really, really don't know how to do the graph on a Mac. But on my PC, all I know is that I went to insert, and I put insert graph, and I typed my numbers in, and that's just what I got. Like, I'm not sure how I got this square, but that's just what popped up. But yeah, that's my screencast.